everybody, and welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. Today I've got something slightly different. This is a clan game. Yes, I've recently joined a clan. Clan BZD, Clan Balls Deep, started by YouTuber Des Games. Teamed up here with Joopsie and Hogs or Hogs. Joopsie's in his T54E1, Hogs in his M40, M43, his artillery. He loves his artillery, and I made my M46 pattern. I've recently ground out the top gun on this, but I'm still grinding out the top engine and the top turret. But with the top gun, you're more than adequate to play this tank. So we set off on Lakesville. We're on the south spawn, and on Lakesville I like to fight in the village. So I'm setting off there, closely followed by Joopsie and Hog in his artillery. And yeah, as I said, Hog is an American. He plays on the EU server, and he loves his artillery. Just to give you a quick rundown of his artillery experience, here he is at the Battle of Trenton in 1776. There he is over there, holding his hat. And then we carry on to the Battle of Chickamauga in 1863 during the American Civil War. And Hogs is just there in the background there with that rather proud-looking hat. Moving forward in time, here's the Battle of Ames in 1918 during the First World War. And there's Hogs having a quick crafty fag in the background. And here he is at the Battle of Saipan in 1944 with the Marines. And there he's you can just see him over there. So yeah, it's fair to say that Hog likes his artillery.
Target acquired. Killing track.
2, 1, fire.
So anyway, it's fair to say that Hogs likes his artillery. Anyway, back to this battle. The first one into town. So I scoot along until I get to around about this spot over here. And then, not being a unicum or a fantastic player, I'm going to wait here for support. Yes, I'm going to wait here until the rest of the team catch up. As you can see, there's Joopsie, who's a little bit braver than I am, which scoots straight forwards. You're never quite sure how many enemy tanks are going to be around this corner, so I'm normally a little bit cautious. But obviously, Joopsie's got a bit more fight in him than I have. There's a Conqueror, ping a shot off his frontal armour, and then back off. It's probably not the best spot for a pattern because the armour on the pattern is not that great, so decide to relocate to a more advantageous spot. And on Lakesville in the village, what you can do with a pattern is get down here, and there's this little hill here which allows you to cover up your hull. So scoot along here, and that T-59 obligingly pulls out, and I manage to get a shot into his hull. Then I get blocked by this C-75. He lets me withdraw. Then sticks a shot into that ISO 152. I pull up here onto the crest. At the ISO 152. Give me a shot. Hit him. Pull back. Just missed the arty there. So 152 pulls off, then I get rammed in the side by the Stirrer Mill and the M12. I killed my driver. I'm still taking shots, but that luckily bounced. Start pulling back. E75 is still pushing forwards. MX gets taken out. It's 3-6. We've lost quite a lot of tanks in this one spot. T-59 pulls out. I get a nice juicy shot into his side, and then he gets taken out quite quickly by the E75. Right, there's his SD1. Ping a shot off his armour. A little snapshot there, but yeah, I don't have the penta to take him out. Joopsie meanwhile has taken care of that Tiger 2. Pull right back. Obviously I want to, I'm not going to face that ST-1 frontally, so I want to get onto the side of him. If he's facing off against the E75, then that should allow me some shots into his side. And yes, he is.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Get a nice shot into his side, but then this Conqueror pushes forward, and I'm furiously trying to back off. I'm not going to be able to trade shots with him.
Penetration.
Get a good shot into his side. He looks like he's got the small gun, the Type B barrel, which is probably the reason why I'm still alive. Now I'm down to 173 hits, but yeah. Conqueror gets taken out by E75. I'm then pushing forward again to see if I can get a sneaky shot into this SD1. But he's looking right at me, so I push back. That's not going to work. Right, E75 meanwhile pushes up and takes care of that ST1. Now it's 8-6, things have turned around. We've got the ascendancy. Unfortunately that E75 is quite badly damaged. He gets taken out by artillery. And even though you can't see it here, Joopsie's quite badly damaged as well. So yeah. Push forward. And Joopsie gets taken out by that ISO 152. I'm trying to hit him, but as I do that, I notice this T54, this full strength T54, out in the open. I put a shot into him, luckily, and pull back. Then I'm in two minds. Do I stay here? Spot that T20 in the middle, see if I can line up a shot at him. Not really. And then I decide to back off and withdraw. There's two enemy tanks in the town. I don't really want to be, you know, fighting them on 173 hit points. I also think that T20 is going to drive straight down the middle there and into our base. So that's where I'm going back. I'm going to try and, you know, reset the cap if that T20 pushes forward. So yeah. And there he is. There's his T20. He has pushed right forward. But luckily, our Batchat's on the ball and he takes him out. Right. Turn my tank round. Go back. There's Hogs there in his artillery. As you can see, he's quite an experienced artillery player because he's, you know, he likes to move around the map. He likes to get into good shooting positions. He's backing off, relocating. I've noticed that T34 has pushed back to base, which means it's just that ISO 152 unaccounted for. He's badly damaged, I'm badly damaged, so it's basically a case of who spots who first. And there he is. He's side on to me. Take him out. Now it's 11-9. It's still quite close, but then the T34 gets taken out. And now it's 12-9. It's just their artillery, and that's their mill. Since the artillery is not being spotted in A1 or A2, they must be on this side of the map, so, you know, along the 8 and 9 lines, so I'm going to push in that direction. Super Pershing takes care of the 0 mill, and I'm pushing along here. Still haven't spotted anything. And there, let's spot the FV. He's got his back to me, which is fantastic.
They're knocked out.
Finish him off and carry on pushing. And it's only till I get to this spot that I spot this other RT who's, you know, camo has hidden him until I'm almost on him. Now watch this. Everything's dead. The game's about to finish, and yep, just got taken out. Now let's see that again in slow motion. There's the enemy artillery. This is me firing on the move and taking him out. And that's one thing that the pattern's really good at. I carry on. It's 15-10. The game has ended. So I'm going to slow the replay down at this point because you'll see the shot coming in. And that shot sent by your artillery ace master, Hogs Rule, way back behind the town. I've slowed the replay back to a 16th of its normal speed. You can see all the scratch marks in the front of my tank from shots that have pinged off. I'm still moving forwards. Everything's fine. The game's ended. We've won. The music goes. And here comes the shot. Here it comes. And yeah, the game ends with a shot there. And if the game had gone on for one more second longer, I would have been dead, because that's right into my engine. Yep, and you can see it's definitely Hog. So the moral of this story is no artillery, friendly or enemy, is ever your friend. So there you go, there's the shot. Saved by the match ending.